Hey Ryan, so it looks like we're looking at the back command. Um, so exercises 23 to 26 really is what we're looking at. So let's see. It looks like you got a good start here. You added back to your list of command words, and you stuck in code here under process command to say back, and you wrote a little back method. I think what I would do, just to double check and make sure that you're getting to this point, because this is where we're going to do our code, I would just stick in a print line here, like you are trying to go back, aren't you? Something like, just something so you know that you got to this point. And then compile, close, and let's run this guy. And if I say back, it says, oh, you were trying to go back, aren't you? So I know I got to that point. Okay? Let me clear this out. All right, so that's good. So now we just need the code to store the room stuff and put us into that room. Actually, now that I think about it, we have go room, but we don't have something to actually okay. So let me back up here. So what I'm thinking is we need to save the room that we're in someplace, right? Like we have this current room that tells us what our current room is, but we're going to want something like private room, previous room, right? So let's say we figured out how to save the previous room. Well, let's see, where would we save that? So like when we do go room here, where is that? Go room, go room, go room. When we do go room, when we actually do get to the next room, what we could do here is save the, say, previous room equals current room, right? And then if we want to go back, we can restore and go back to that room. So, but there are some other things we have to think about. So first of all, what if we try to go back before we've gone to any room, like we haven't set this previous room? So we should think about the initial case. So I guess what I would do is, let's see, maybe under, I'll just do it in the constructor. Why not? Just say previous room equals null. And I want to intentionally set it to null, so I have it in my head that at the beginning of the game there's no previous room, right? When you first walk in the door, there's no room before you. So we're going to have to consider that case. But let's look at the general case. So we'll go back to that, but let's look at the general case some more for a second. So we've stored our room, and now when we go back, we basically want to make the current room be the previous room. So what we could do, let's see, we could do something like current room equals previous room, right? And then system.out.println current room get long description, right? Because then we've gone back, so we change our room back to the previous room, and we get the long description. Okay, so so now what have we looked at? So remember, we still have to worry about the case where we're at the beginning, right? And we have no place to go back to. We also have to worry about the case that they mention what happens if you type back twice. Okay, or also test cases where the command is used incorrectly. For example, what if the player types a second word? Okay, so there are these other cases we have to look at, but for now, let's just see if we have this basic case taken care of. All right, so and compile it. So the basic case is we go to a room, and then we try to go back to the previous room. So new game, play. Okay, so now we're in the entrance hall, right? So if we're going to go south. Now we're in the living room. So if we do back, we should go back to the entrance hall. Let's see. You're in the entrance hall. Okay, so that worked. Okay, now we did not account for what if you try to. There are two things we didn't account for. One is what happens at the very beginning of the game if you say back, and the other was if you try to go back twice. So let's go forward to, let's say go south, go east. Okay, you're in the study of the house, and the one we were in was the living room, and before that we're in the entrance hall. So now we're in the study. If we go back once, we should go to the living room. Okay, now we're in the living room. If we go back again, we should go to the entrance hall. Nope, we're still in the living room. And the reason is that all we're doing here is we're just keeping track of whatever the latest room is. So we're not storing a whole history of all our rooms, right? And then the other case, like I said, then the other cases we have to worry about are what if the user types something wrong, right? What if he says back and then gives a second command word or something? Or what if we're right at the beginning of the game? Okay, so let's write those down. So we need to account for to do. Okay. Account for, well, okay, to do, go check to see if you can go back, let's say, right? Because if you're at the entrance, you can't go back anymore anyway, right? And then check for bad user input and be able to go back multiple times. Okay, I think those are the main cases we need to worry about. So we'll start plugging on these in the next video.